Have you ever wondered what will happen when the rapture finally comes? The moment when everything on earth changes in the blink of an eye. The moment when God calls His people home. Right now, many people are living their normal lives, working, worrying, chasing things that will not last forever. But the truth is, the world is moving closer and closer to a moment that the Bible has already spoken about. The rapture. A moment so powerful, so sudden, that millions will disappear in an instant. And today, God wants you to hear this message for a reason. Because this message may be exactly what your heart needs right now. God says, "My child, do not ignore the signs around you. The world is changing, and the time is drawing near." Many people think the rapture is just a story. Some believe it is something far away in the future. But the truth is, no one knows the exact day or hour. That is why God asks His children to stay ready. Not in fear, but in faith. Because the rapture is not meant to scare those who believe. It is meant to give hope. A promise that one day, pain will end. A promise that suffering will not last forever. A promise that those who trust in God will be lifted into His presence. God says, "I see the struggles you face every day. I see the tears you hide from the world. I know the battles you fight in silence. And even when you feel alone, you are never truly alone. God has been guiding your steps the entire time, even through the delays, even through the disappointments, even through the seasons where you felt like nothing was changing. Because sometimes what feels like a delay is actually God's protection. Sometimes the door that didn't open was never meant to be opened. God says, "My plans for you are greater than you can imagine." Right now, many hearts are heavy. People are worried about the future. They are asking questions like, what is going to happen next? Is the world getting worse? Are we living in the last days? And the truth is, the Bible already warned us that difficult times would come. But it also gave us hope. Because before the darkest moment on earth, God will call His people home. The rapture will be a moment of rescue. A moment where believers are lifted out of the chaos. A moment where heaven opens its doors. But God is not only talking about the future today. He is speaking to your heart right now. Because preparation does not start on the day the rapture happens. It starts today. God says, "Stay close to me. Seek me with your whole heart. Trust me even when life feels uncertain." You don't need to have a perfect life. You don't need to have everything figured out. What God desires most is a heart that believes. A heart that trusts Him even when the world feels unstable. And maybe you clicked on this video because something inside you felt a pull. Maybe you were scrolling, and suddenly this message appeared. That is not an accident. Sometimes God places a message right in front of us at the exact moment we need it. So take this as a reminder today. The rapture is not just a prophecy. It is a promise. A promise that God has not forgotten His people. A promise that the story does not end in darkness. It ends in victory. And until that day comes, God says, walk with faith. Speak with hope. Live with purpose. Because every day you are given is another opportunity to grow closer to Him. And when the moment finally comes, when the trumpet sounds, and heaven calls His children home, those who trusted God will rise in glory. So do not let fear control your heart. Let faith guide your life. Because the God who created the universe is also watching over you. Right now, today, and always.